Welcome, precious souls. I just, I'm just giddy right now. A little. The more crazy stuff I see in the world, the more I laugh, and I think it's kind of a good way to be. Is just observe detached at the craziness of the world. Observe, like you're watching one of those crazy movies, that like when you reach a level, I feel like the people I'm talking to right now, you probably are at a period of your growth where like you know what I mean. You can't even pretend to not see what I'm getting. What I'm getting here, and if this resonates with you, then this will be for you. This will be for you only if you get it. Okay, like I can't even watch a movie anymore without like how people get sucked into the movie where it becomes like an unbelievable experience, and they use it's like, oh no, I hope they get through that crazy time, or like they really get lost in it, like sucked in, like brainwashed. I don't know. I haven't been able for many many years to watch a movie where I can't see exactly what it is, the truth behind it, where it's literally an actor, a person, and then say they're supposed to be like, something bad happened to them, and they're laying there and they're like, oh, like some people watching the movie would be like, oh gosh, oh, oh how sad or whatever. All I see is the dude sitting there pretending to go, oh, and like I see the reality of everything, and once you just can't unknow stuff. And I see it everywhere. I see it all over the world. I see when people are stealing energy off each other. I see when people are overgiving their energy. I see the depletion levels. I see when people are playing games. I see when people are lying. I see when people are being manipulative. And a lot of the times I just sit there and go, play play dumb, because it's just like it's like watching a movie. You can see the reality behind it, but you just want to see how this plays out. you know, there are so many people, even in my own life or in all of our lives, that think they're getting away with stuff, and you sit there and you just go, hmm, unbothered, because once you know that they're there to teach you something, or you to teach, just there's a lesson in it, right? So I just watch it like a movie. I'm like, hmm. And then here's where I'm supposed to cut off my helping. Okay. Oh, yeah. Here's where I'm supposed to pull back my energy. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, here's where I'm supposed to act surprised. Here's where they're expecting me to react. Oh, oh. Here's where, like, I mean, come on. Tell me there's more people like this that have reached this level. And it's just such a bizarre world when you see it, the reality. Like there's no illusion, and it's I'm sorry. Okay. Anyways, that's why I'm giddy right now. I just like every day I get up now, and it's like a movie, right? You don't have to turn on your TV. You can just watch the movie. I can be watching across the road. I could sit on a bench and just people watch and go, yeah, there's where you're supposed to go, and do this. And oh, I see. Oh, that's not nice. Yeah, they've got some learning to do. Oh, there's their trigger. Oh, there's their trigger. Okay, the trigger's telling you to heal. Like, and there used to be a time in my life where I would honestly work my butt off to try to help people see these things that I assumed people. Did you see that orb? So it was on this side. I saw it on the screen. Okay. I assumed that everybody saw from my perception, or a majority. I wouldn't say everybody, of course, that would be ridiculous. Everybody's got a different perception, but I really thought that this awareness was in more people than I realized. And I mean, after going through traumas and healing traumas, and it's like, oh, wah, 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 cry your eyes out, go through all the depths of despair and work your way back up from scratch. And after doing that repeatedly, I mean, like, you can't unsee stuff, right? And I could see that this is such a matrix world. Like it's like the same stories playing out over here and then over here and over here. You can see it all the different levels, right? I don't know. If this resonates with you, you're for me. We need to talk. Here, let's see what we need to know. Higher self, what is it we need to know this time? Why was I called to say that? Why was I called to say that? Oh, okay. Because maybe you are at a standpoint where you've got a decision to make and you're being reminded to see it for what it is. Okay. So you might be holding on to one path or another path. I'm getting two different paths. The one path is the part of you, the unhealed version that says, but maybe this could be something. I'm hearing like holding on, going, if I just try a little harder, or maybe if I teach them a little more, then maybe this will all work out. And then there's the other part of you that goes, like heck, they're not a part of where you are right now. They do not see the big picture. They are in some other world. I'm hearing timeline, okay? So this is what I'm getting. And it's time for you to put your armor down. Go to a place where you can put your armor down because you've been wearing armor just to be in the presence of this path. Okay, you've had to have armor on. If you have to wear armor where you are not in the right place because it is you are in your most alignment when you are happy, light, um, feeling love for yourself. There's no confusion. You can look around and you can see things playing out and people that are not being real or they're wearing masks or they're pulling on energies or using manipulative tactics to try to get people on their side, and it's like there's no peace there. Like that's why I've literally spent a lot of time just by myself. Like when I when I got to go out and get groceries or something, I'm like, here we go. Let's try to make some fun with this. Let's watch the movie. It's like turn on the movie, and you've got people who have been sitting there. Even when you're buying groceries, they've been sitting behind that cash register, dealing with every dynamic of life. Okay, and there's some interesting dynamics out there, and they have been absorbing it all day, and they've got that smile, like they just want to get out of there, right? And they're filtering through these people, and it's so refreshing to them, to anyone who finally comes across someone who will say it like it is. It's like, whoo, that was interesting, eh? Counting out 200 pennies, or, like, it's just really validating that they are handling it really well. They're handling it well. Or a customer who's really difficult with them and, calling them out when it's got nothing to do with them. Like, you shouldn't have to wear armor everywhere you go, okay? So for me, I try to make it a pleasant experience because I can't fake anything anymore. I can't even put on a mask. If I'm sad, you'll know I'm sad. If I'm upset, you'll know I'm upset. If I'm excessively happy, it just oozes out, okay? This is how I am now. So to wear armor, I don't want to have to wear armor and be like, I want to be who I really am. And wherever I go, just being me, it's probably going to lighten a load off somebody, or maybe it's going to call somebody out, or I'm going to show up as I'm meant to wherever I am, right? So if you're being pulled on two different paths and you're not sure which way to go, or I'm hearing when it's time to just let go. Um, if you feel like you have to wear armor of any kind, or just not be yourself, or put on a mask, or guard yourself, or oh gosh, they're pulling on my energy. How do I get out of this one, right? How do I say no without hurting their feelings? All of those things, then you're in the wrong spot, is what I'm getting. The other card, postponement. Okay, so what's happening? You want to see the bigger picture? Okay, let's flip to Matrix 101 channel, okay? Flip, 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 flip. This that's been holding you back is actually postponing where you're meant to be. It's postponing what you're supposed to be putting your focus on had you felt free enough to just be your authentic self. If you're being your authentic self and it is really burning somebody, irking them, making them jealous, hurting their eyes, right? Your light's so bright, or whatever, you don't belong there. it's so easy. It's way easier than we realize. It's so simple. It's literally be yourself. If it doesn't feel good, get out. Get out. I've been playing. I took my filing cabinet. It's heavy, and I lifted it up here, and I used all of my electrical tape. I've got an interesting demonstration. I don't know. Maybe I can get this camera over here. Come with me on a little adventure. Let's see. I don't know if we can. Great. If not, I'm going to do another video of it anyways. I'm probably all tangled up here because I got wires all over. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. Ready? Let me see. Can we do this? Okay. This is interesting. You're going to find this very interesting, I think. It's real basic, guys. Let's say you're the butterfly. You're this butterfly. Oh, aren't you beautiful? Okay, so we all in life start from, we're purity when we're born, right? We're absolute purity when we're born. So here we are in happiness. These are the emotions, right? These are the vibrations. These are what timeline you are on, okay? It goes everywhere from the happiness carrying down to depression, feeling inadequate, fear, confusion, hurt, anger, loneliness, remorse, both, right? Rock bottom. Okay, so in this depression kind of phase and stuff, this is where people will, sometimes even drink or get into drugs or, sex or shopping, excessive shopping and stuff, just to avoid these emotions, right? If they avoid these emotions, they're trying to avoid healing whatever it is that we haven't healed yet in our life as a result of whatever wonderful childhood that we got to spend time in, which we chose before we got here because we set ourselves up to learn certain lessons when we came here. All right, happiness, there you go. You got, a lot of creative flow. You've got great ideas coming in. You've got the house you want, the love you want, the lottery, the money, everything, right? Okay, so that's happiness. Here you are in happiness, all right? But we all start at different areas. We choose parents and teachers and our whole entire childhood based on things we want to try to overcome and learn and pretty much rip off the layers of those until we find ourselves working all the way up to happiness. All right, now here's a huge misconception that people have, okay? They think they chase things. They work harder, they get more. They chase a spouse, they will track them down, club them, and have them, right? The more effort you put out, the more you get. That is a false statement. It keeps you locked in the matrix, okay? Truth is, we stand still. There you are, beautiful butterfly, okay? You've worked through all of these things, okay? You've worked through anger issues, you've worked through fear or depression, feeling inadequate because, you felt like you always had to overgive in order to be worthy of love, whatever. You are here up in caring and happiness. You're just finding your peace, okay? Probably had to filter through so many difficult people, relationships, jobs, everything to get to this point and realize, hey, wait, okay? I'm actually not all those labels that those unhealed people put on me. I was just wearing whatever they believed about themselves, and now here I am, and I accept me as I am. So what's happening is you are at a standstill. You are always in the now. In the now. This is you, beautiful butterfly. It's what you bring in to your life through these timelines. And it's based on your inside perception, okay? How you feel about yourself, how you feel about your everything, okay? So you're at a standstill. Right now, oh, look, you are aligned with everything you could possibly desire, right? All the people coming towards you. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is coming at you. No matter what, things are moving toward you, okay? Now, when you're in a higher vibration, you're feeling good, la la la. You are up here. You are above all this crap that's coming along, okay? You are above all the crap that's moving along because you are up here. These vibrations are not going to be able to touch you. None of these can touch you. Then, let's just say, you've still got a lesson to learn about overgiving, okay? You're a beautiful little soul. You've got a giant, wonderful heart. And, you've got all these wonderful people aligned with you. But let's say someone comes in during your day to test you, right? You're at the grocery store and someone looks at you and goes, what are you doing in the 12 items or less? You have 13, okay? Now, and you were oblivious to this. Oh, my mistake, right? But now they're scowling at you. So, what is the first thing they might do is trigger a trauma you didn't realize you didn't heal. Now you feel shame. You feel stupid, right? All those weird labels that maybe you still haven't dealt with, that you are inadequate. Where's inadequate? We're going down from here, oh, to here. You've already over apologized. I'm so sorry. My mistake. So now these guys can get you. These people, these circumstances, okay? Less happier. These might bring on depression, they might bring on inadequacy, they might bring on fear, and so on and so forth. So you're just sitting there. Remember, you're the beautiful little butterfly. You are this beautiful little butterfly. Okay? Now, let's look at what we're doing. Oh, I'm sorry, my camera's all over, guys. The beautiful butterfly. Now let's take a look. Life goes on and everything moves towards you. What timeline are you on? Uh-oh, ding, 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 ding. And so you're seeing what's happening. So now your circumstances around you are going to be changing, right? What you perceive, what you brought into the 3D world is now going to change. So now you're dealing with people who also resonate with what you're feeling at that moment. Also circumstances that trigger those kind of feelings, right? So now some people who allow themselves to go down a big spiral will go, oh, great, look, someone, I don't feel good enough to do this. I don't, now your drive is going down. Now you're feeling depression, right? And now you've had such a crappy day and you're letting it ride in you, like stir, instead of saying, you know what, it's okay. I forgive myself. I made a little mistake. I'm human. Instead of trying to pull yourself back up and focus on everything that's good. Now you're going down, 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 and then this person grabs a hold of you. They're able to vibrate at your level and they're kind of sinking down to the confusion and hurt, right? So now you've had this idea, there was something beautiful you were going to do, but you came into contact with someone who was unhealed. You allowed yourself to wear it because you've still got some lessons to learn. And now, here's this one, okay? Now, this is going to maybe be, I drove right into a giant pothole, and now I'm scared, fear, that it may have destroyed my tire. Now, remember, whatever we think of, especially with emotion, we're creating, boom, your tire flattens, right? So now you're getting hurt, now you're going down the emotions, right? Do. Oh, how am I going to pay for this? I'm afraid I don't know how I'm going to pay for all this. I'm really confused because I was in such a great mood earlier and now I'm feeling hurt. Why did that person have to attack me in the store? And you're still, going over and over and enumerating over and over again what happened at the store. And now all the things from your past are even starting to come up. This wouldn't have happened if so-and-so hadn't have dumped me, because now at least I'd have somebody helping me with this dang tire, right? And it goes down to anger, right? You want to avoid the hurt and the sadness that's typical, okay, in the ego. You're right in your ego now. So now you're angry. Why did this have to happen? And I'm feeling all alone in this moment, right? I'm feeling loneliness and then you get right down to remorse. Now you're like, I should never have let them leave, even though they mistreated me. I would have at least had some help, and the anger's coming out and the blame everybody else. So now everything on this level, everything's always moving towards you, right? Everything on this level keeps flooding in, right? So the object of the game in the Matrix, guys, is to look around you at all times. What is it I can be grateful for? How can I pull myself out of this little butterfly? There will be people who really don't like seeing you healing because they like taking advantage of you. They want you to feel low vibrational, and they'll grab onto you last minute, wrestle the pretty little butterfly down. Come on. Yeah, well, what about this about you? Oh, aren't you afraid of this happening? Like those people that talk you down and they drain your energy, and you've got to fight. This is what it is. You got to fight. Keep looking. What can I be grateful for? Isn't it great that I didn't have 20 items and not notice? Or isn't it great that I'm a good enough person? I didn't do that on purpose. And, maybe that try to understand the other perception. Don't take it personal when people attack, right? Maybe that person's had a really rough day. They're eager to get home. Maybe they have a sick one at home. They're just trying to get home and they're, freaked out because I got that one extra item and I was the one person that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Who knows? Whatever. You got to don't take it personal. Okay, when you work this hard to get in this place of happiness, there will be people who want to drag you down, okay? Because, misery loves company. And you've got to not take it personal. Things are always coming towards you. What are you bringing into your world? What are you bringing into your world? It depends on your vibration, your emotion, what mood you're allowing yourself to remain in. Sometimes you got to fight hard to stay in a good mood because there are people all around that are trying to pull you down. They don't want to be alone in their misery. They want to tap into your energy, which is a whole other video I'm going to do, where people use control dramas. They use, woe is me. Oh, those people are always complaining. Oh, I don't know. I've tried everything and I can't. And they're just draining your energy. They don't want to have to do the work to keep themselves up here. So they just tap into people who are up here and they pull you down. Meanwhile, they'll go from, feeling inadequate, depressed because they aren't taking the initiative to try to heal their things. And they will pull and drain you down so that they can go up timelines. And next thing you know, they're up here. And then they'll pull on somebody else up here. And then, you know what I mean? People will actually do that to level themselves up vibrationally because they've lost all sense of how to tap into their own energy, take initiative and accountability, and be grateful for what they have and work through these emotions. There's so many emotions, so many levels, right? But remember, when you are not in control of your emotions by allowing yourself to see them for what they are, what's the lesson to learn? Where did they come from? First, recognizing what is this emotion I'm feeling right now? Some people honestly don't know. They will go from super happy, like, oh, I'm on top of the world because everything's going my way. And then the first thing that doesn't go their way, they instantly go into, what? Right? And then it's like, now someone's got to blame somebody. How can I feel this miserable? Boom, they're into the blame game, right? They're into the anger. If I just get angry, I can void all those. And then all of a sudden, somebody else will come along that doesn't mind giving all their energy and being drained, and they'll pull them back up again at their own detriment, right? Because when we're giving energy, we also deplete our energy. Anyways, that's what I was working on. Okay. How'd you like that? I'm a visual person, so I had to do that. I had to explain it in this basic way, okay? This is not the way I was going to try to do the video, but I felt called to do it, so that's where we're at. But everything comes towards you guys. If you're sitting here, where are you on, this is how you manifest. It's that easy. This is how you manifest, right? So when I'm watching people in the world, in the 3D world, playing their games, right? They're trying to get each other's energy, and try to step up, knock this person down. That's not the way it's meant to be. It is not meant to be. You don't steal from each other. There's the woe is me. There's the putting the fear in you, right? Then there's the intimidator, try to get control and tap into your energy, make you fearful. Or the interrogator. Where were you? Well, what were you doing there? Well, I thought you said this. The interrogator. They get you confused. Confusion. That's down here. It's just above this dark, dark state, okay? It's not a happy emotion. Someone who's being aloof. Oh, goodness, that's a poisonous, toxic trait. When they make you guess. So they're constantly got a straw in you and they're tapping, draining all your energy while you're going, why aren't they talking to me? They let you use your own beautiful imagination, right? Why aren't they talking to me? What did I do? Always guessing and thinking the worst, right? Tap into that ego and get you going, maybe it's because of this. Maybe it's because of that. You're always wondering, but they got a direct line to your energy. This is what I'm talking about. So if someone makes you feel like you have to be wear armor to keep yourself from being drained, it's only to postpone you from moving up. They see you moving up. Oh, The decision is really obvious, guys. The decision is obvious. If you need to wear armor to stop and block someone from pulling you down so that they can feel better, they're not for you. It's not for you. Whatever it is, it's not for you. I like this little butterfly. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I guess that concludes this interesting little session. Thanks for joining me in my school of emotions. Look, guys, go where you're happiest, even if it's by yourself sometimes. Even if you have to look up the absurdity of something and instead of reacting in a negative way so that you get pulled down, just go, wow, that's like so absurd. I love that I can see that it's so absurd. I'm not going to react because somewhere there's a solution to bring me up higher where these things can't touch me anymore, right? And they will try. They will try to get reactions, to pull you down. Don't do it. You're untouchable. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah. Be your own judge of what's good and bad and morally right and wrong, okay? Like, be your own judge. This is so true. The moment I learned enough to stop judging others and trying to heal them and fix them, the moment I put judgment on myself, what would make me feel like I need to heal them? What makes me feel like in order to resonate with these, you have to lower your vibration? How exhausting is that? I'll tell you. It's exhausting, right? To come all the way down here, it's like, oh, I see you're still, woe is you. All right, still blaming everybody else for your problems. But look, let me explain with my magnets. You just need to, and they're like, la, la, la. And then after a while, you're just like, and they're like, right? But once I started saying, wait, what part of me is so unhealed that I feel like I have to bring all these people up to my level, that I need to fill all these voids with all these people, and I must help them. I spent my entire life believing I could just, if I just help them understand, if they could just see a different perception, when all the while the lesson was mine, to see my own perception and keep myself vibrating high enough that if they want to meet me, if they're for me, I won't need to wear armor. I won't need to wear the armor. They will heal and they will find me. And that's why I put this here. I'm so tired of trying to heal the world. It's like, if this found you and this resonates with you, or you know someone you're tired of trying to heal them, this is very basic. This is kindergarten fun, okay? If they don't get it, they're not ready. It doesn't even matter. Stay here, beautiful butterfly. Stay here. And if they don't want to heal, it's not your job. Stay true to yourself. That is the biggest, most giant challenge for you, okay? My camera. That is the biggest challenge for you, is to realize not everybody wants to be healed. But your big goal is to keep yourself joyful, happy, so that the right people can finally find you. And you're not having to wear armor because they've done all this work. They've done the work. Hey, how's it going? Let's have some fun. And that's how you manifest your best life. It's by stop trying to go into the pits of despair to save everybody. You could share your wisdom from a distance. You can love them from a distance. But don't allow yourself to be drained to try to keep everybody happy. It's an impossible task, and it'll only bring you down to a level where you can no longer even help yourself. And you know how hard you're fighting to keep that positivity in a world that's trying to bring you down. Okay? Whatever triggers you still needs to be learned. It's a trauma there. If you feel called to get a personal reading, you can email me at paintingsbycatherine@gmail.com. I have a website, www.earthangel3811.com. I also have a Facebook page, Paintings by Catherine. I also have a Facebook page, Readings by Catherine. When you're feeling low, tap in your creative flow. Bring that up. That's hug a tree, get out, put your feet in the grass, or be creative. That will spike you up fast. I'm telling you, it brings your vibration up fast. And what do you want to be aligned with? angry, negative events, or all your dreams. The object of the game in the Matrix is to stay positive, regardless. Deal with the emotions. Don't suppress them. Deal with, oh, I'm sad. Why? Okay, I'm going to look at it instead of getting angry to bury it. I'm going to take accountability because there's something in here I need to learn. When you judge others, there's something for you to learn. All right, guys. Take care. Keep shining, you beautiful butterfly.